You tell me what this is. What am I looking at?
This is actually a really good game. This is why Memphis ended up paying me, because I hit 10 threes and a half against them, which is still an NBA record. Okay.
I thought Machine Gun Kelly wrote you a check for $500,000, and that's why you went.
Oh gosh,
no?
stop. This is just one game. This isn't the season highlights. Okay, this is just one half.
This is just one half.
Yeah, I was just doing what I do.
One of your halves of one game of your 9-year NBA career. You are the co-host of Run It Back. You are part owner of the Dallas Pickleball Club.
Wow.
And apparently, and you are the king of the Red Solo Cup and NOBU in Malibu. What's the
That's my life now. That's what it's come to. I'm the NOBU Malibu pickleball guy. This sucks. This sucks.
What's the most you've ever spent at NOBU? The biggest check at NOBU, which is, if nobody out there knows, anytime you go there, there's about an 89% chance you'll run into Chandler Parsons.
You can do like the omakase thing, and if it gets up there for like a birthday, like I rented it out one time for my brother, or my best friend's birthday, and it was, yeah, it was expensive. It was pretty expensive.
What does it cost to rent it?
I don't know, it's tacky to give
fine,
numbers,
fine,
but it was expensive.
Okay, you've gotten some heat about which NFL team you support. We talked about this in our YouTube break, which you didn't know was a YouTube break, and luckily you didn't say anything damaging to your post-playing career. You're with the Mavs, you like the Cowboys. You're with the Texans, you're with the Houston.
I don't like your tone.
Houston, I don't like the Texans.
I never liked the Texans. I never liked the Texans.
Okay.
I like J.J. Watt.
I like the Texans
I liked like DeAndre Hopkins when he was there, like Arian Foster, but I never was like a Texans fan.
Are you a Chiefs fan now? That's the
question. I'm a Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes fan. I'm friends with them, so I cheer for them. Like if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, I will go. If they don't go, I'm not gonna lose sleep, for God's sakes. But I love them, and they're fun. But and I'm also a Dodger fan.
Are you? Because you're best friends with who?
No, not even players. Just my wife's family's been seeing tickets, so I started going, and then it was fun. And now I I watch them, and I'm friends with Mookie.
And I'm friends, and that's what I was waiting for. And I'm friends with Mookie, but you didn't rent out NOBU for Mookie.
No.
No. Okay, somebody that's not famous.
No, I'd make him pay for it.
You'd make him pay for it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this little dilemma that we have. Is we are in one sort of big studio, and you guys do your show over there at Run It Back. You guys check it out every morning at 7 Pacific Standard Time, and you run hot. And I run freezing, and we've got a bit of a temperature issue here. Why don't you say your side?
So today I got pants. I never wear shoes. I don't like shoes, and I usually wear shorts. I'm like right now I wear pants because it's freezing outside, and I'm sopping wet. I
thought you were trying to get a little Skims campaign action.
I would love a Skims deal.
He calls them shorts. They're hardly shorts. Like HR's all over this. They've got a file this big, but we have to figure this out because I walk in here and I can't breathe.
This is the constant battle, and every time I get to a hotel, I'll put it to 66.
66 is the number.
You're like a 75er?
I'm a 73.
That's hot.
I'm a 73, 72. 66 is unconscionable. Like I can't. So how does your wife handle that, or your kids?
She's cold. She's freezing.
She's just freezing the whole time.
But here's my point.
Well,
when I'm hot, right? When I'm hot, I can only take off as much clothes as I'm wearing, right? When you're cold, it's selfish. You could wear a hoodie, a blanket. I can't do anything about it. If you're cold, you can figure it out. If I'm hot, I can't.
I want to put all of next week on the docket here. What is our wager? Is there a game tonight? Who are the Clippers playing?
Yeah, the Seahawks play the Cowboys.
Okay, so let's do Cowboys Seahawks. Who do you think wins that? The team you rooted for 5 seconds?
Well, do I have to take the points, or can I just
straight up?
I mean, the Cowboys are going to win the game.
Okay, if the Seahawks win, I get to control the temperature in the studio all of next week.
Deal.
And Chandler, you can leave. That's all I really wanted from you. You're not even here next week.
That's
I think
perfect.
I asked.
You got a deal.
There's a good. Here's my thing. You live in Cabo 340 days a year. So how do you?
Because in Cabo, here's the thing. When you're supposed to be hot at the pool or golfing, it's okay to sweat. But when you're home and you're comfortable, if you're on set doing like this, it's uncomfortable. It's miserable to be hot and sweaty. It's gross. Then I get cold when I go outside. Then I get sick because it's freezing outside. And the worst thing places do, when it's cold, they make it 80 like in the restaurant. So you wear like a sweater, a beanie, and then you get inside and you're miserable. Like even at NOBU, when it's nice outside, but they put all these the heaters.
Do you have your own table at NOBU? They take you to the same table every time?
It's in the...
One of them? You're like...
It's a good one.
Hey, Jimmy, can I get the one that I like?
His name is Troy.
Oh, his name is Troy. Hey, Troy. Why do you hate Jordan Poole?
I don't hate Jordan Poole. I actually really, well, Reddit, is that on this? Did you just go rogue, or is that?
I was Googling you and the arrogant, immature, young, immature, and arrogant.
By the way, I think he's very good at basketball, but I think that can only get you so far. He got punched in the face last year by his teammate. I'm not the only one that thinks this way. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of those players that's a very, very good talent, but he's got all the stuff like this that we're watching where it's just obnoxious and it's annoying, and you can't win. What you were seeing now with Washington, you can't win with him as your best player. You just can't.
All I know about him is that he's like the most baddie-oriented player. Like he likes when women are there or something, right? Isn't that
there
the
was
whole thing
one
with
thing,
him?
yeah, where
no? That was like
someone
not
came
a thing?
courtside, but then he played awful when she was there. I forgot who it was.
I don't know, but there's 3 players making negative noise, right? You got, this is what I'm not an NBA girly, so Jordan Poole, James Harden, and Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Not doing super well. Who are you most confident in sort of turns it around of those 3?
James Harden.
Why?
First of all, I love him. I play with him in Houston. He has this bad rep that he doesn't care or that he doesn't work hard, and that's not true. It couldn't be further from the truth, actually. And he just, if things haven't worked out with him, and I agree that he's requested like 3 trades. Like enough's enough from that aspect. But I think he's on the best team of those 3. I think he's got the best support. I think he's going to make a run. They're figuring it out. They had a great win last night against Sacramento. So I just think he's a Hall of Fame basketball player that's going to figure it out. When you look at the Warriors and Draymond Green, you can just see this dynasty, this team that people feared for the last 8 years. They don't anymore. And now his antics, when you're not getting the same production you used to with Draymond Green and you're still doing the same antics, it becomes a distraction.
Does he care?
Yeah, I think he cares. I think you can argue he cares too much and he's too emotional and he can't control his feelings and he gets, technical fouls and kicked out. Then it starts causing your team problems. You know what I mean? If you're not on the floor producing, what good are you?
Yeah. Okay, so he'll hopefully turn it around. There's the tournament going on. You hated the idea of the tournament.
I did.
So did everybody. People were like, what? And all of a sudden, like overnight, I wake up and everybody's like, this is the best thing that's ever happened. What did they get so right?
There was this one game 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
it was the Warriors against the Kings, right?
Yeah.
And everyone, and it was like a Tuesday in late November. No one ever watches the NBA games. And this game was unbelievable. It was intense. It was playoff atmosphere. When the Kings won this game, there were people in the crowd hugging, jumping, kissing. Like you would thought they advanced in the playoffs.
Was it the matchup? Just a good game?
It was a little bit of the matchup. They're a rivalry. Like the Warriors are kind of like the big brother. They can't really. They've never beaten them. They kind of have this thing with them where the bully got bullied, and it's a feel good because the Kings have been brutal for the last however many years. They make the playoffs last year. Now they got this team that's expected to win, and the city is buzzing, and they're lighting the beam, and the whole thing. So it just makes for more entertaining value. The points per game are up, so it's more fun to watch.
And they get money if they win.
I think they get like $500,000 each player. So it's also great too. Like some guys only make not that much money. So a $500,000 bonus for guys that are 20, 21, 22 years old that aren't on huge contracts.
Right.
It's huge.
Buy a lot of NOBU.
Yeah, and I don't care how much you make. $500,000 bonus. Steph Curry's making $50 million a year.
But he still wants that.
Yeah, of course.
I wonder how the NFL could implement that.
There are some issues with it. I think the courts are hideous. I think there's only 4 games. Have you seen the courts?
Yes.
I thought I was hallucinating when I watched it for the
You
first
probably
time.
were, but let's be honest. Okay, go on.
Fair point. But they don't drug test here.
They don't. No. And the case keeps getting bigger for Chandler Parsons to the principal's office after the show.
And so the courts are brutal, and they only played 4 games, so there was all this one bracket had 3 teams that were 3-1.
Yeah.
So then they go to this point differential thing where you have to literally destroy teams by 30, 40
Well, now you're
points.
getting too in the weeds for me. It just sounds like
It's a lot.
Players are going harder, though, because of that money.
It feels that way, and the games are more fun to watch, which is work. And people are talking about, whether good or bad, how ugly these courts are. People are talking about them. So Adam Silver, bravo.
Yeah, what's up with your hair? What are we trying to do here? Let me see the
So
profile.
I'm looking, which way do I look? I don't want a mohawk, so don't say mohawk, but I also don't want a mullet.
Definitely not a mohawk.
But I don't want a mullet either. I want somewhere in between.
If I saw you straight, I know.
Yeah, right? You can't tell now.
I can't even see your hair usually if you're standing. But is this just the cool new thing?
This just looks like a regular haircut.
Yeah,
right?
but we had Jared Allen on. He was like the original. Like this is a legend pass rusher for the Vikings. He used to have a mullet back in the day.
I thought you were talking about Jared Allen, the NBA player. I was like, he is not that.
No, a guy was but Jared Allen's gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Jared Allen.
Yes, but he was like the mullet guy. And got
Mullets
so
are
many
coming
fun-
back. You'll
Everyone
see.
has them.
They're kind of coming back a little bit. I've always wanted to grow my hair out. I used to have longer hair, like in college. I can't really get past this phase. So now I play golf a lot, wear hats.
Don't you feel like Shams to try this out?
No.
No Shams mullet. Who wants a Shams mullet? I think that'd be What's working with Shams like?
It's awesome. It's like you just know shit before it happens. It's this guy knows everything. I don't know who he's got on payroll. I don't know. His phone bill must be outrageous, but he grinds.
He leaves the set and he's just like right away.
He grinds, and he has developed these relationships where he finds out all the tea. It's crazy.
What's going on with inside the NBA countdown? So like, they're combining forces.
Yeah. So I go to Atlanta on Sunday.
To do what?
Oh, is that what you're not talking about?
Are you doing that? What are you doing? I don't know. Tell me what you're doing.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
So TNT's doing this new thing where the partners with FanDuel, and I'm doing this live, like kind of like the Manning cast.
Okay, tell me about that.
So there's like this Manning cast where the NBA is going to try. It's me, Tim Doyle, and this guy Jordan Cornette, and we are basically doing like a sports betting live feed where you can watch us through different.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta all week.
That'll be so fun.
And we'll have on different cool guests, and we'll talk trash. We'll do live betting tips.
You're not working on Wednesday. You're going to go to Cabo and then fly back into.
No, I'm going to be in Atlanta Sunday to Friday, so you can make it a sauna in here if you want.
I've never seen Chandler Parsons on a five-day week of shows.
I'm working overtime now. Who am I?
No, I thought they were combining to see. Somebody help me out. Nobody's in my ear. Separate thing.
I don't know if this might be a separate thing, but
never mind.
I'm here to talk about me. And
what else do I need to know about the NBA?
The NBA, I mean, again, I don't know. This in-season tournament's kind of taken over. It's all the drama. It's obnoxious.
Give me the matchup for the end game.
I'll give you two. I like the Phoenix Suns and the Denver Nuggets in the West.
Okay.
And I like the Boston Celtics, and either the Bucks or Philly. I think the Bucks.
Why are you so big on the Suns?
Well, I think they have a very deep team. I think they've been treading water without even their big three: Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. They're banged up, but once those three guys are together, it's going to be magical. What we got here? This is the in-season bracket. So this is weird. This is the brackets, and they funneled out. So these are the teams that basically survived in advance, and now they play, and then they go to Vegas, I believe, for the Final Four.
Okay.
And they have to play like one or two extra games, and the winner gets, I think, $500,000 each.
They get $500,000
But I already think even all these teams get some sort of bonus as well. Yeah, each player, if you're a 10-day guy making $500,000, you get another $500,000.
Should NFL players get broken off in the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, because the Pro Bowl I feel like no one watches the Pro Bowl, right? It's almost like the worst all-star game in professional sports. Nobody wants to play in it.
I'm just trying to think like incentives to or what you can learn from something like what Adam Silver and the NBA have implemented here to bring to the NFL.
Well, I feel like NFL, it's so physical and there's so much contact. Playing an extra game, it's like a risk. And the contract's not guaranteed. You get hurt in a Pro Bowl, and then you feel like an asshole because you don't get paid.
Way to rain on my parade, buddy. All right, we love having you on the show. We love your insights. There's a phrase called parsing words. You sort of break it down. So we're going to do parsoning with words with you. Just give me what you're thinking here. Just break it down. Best NBA duo, go.
Kevin Durant and Devin Booker.
Really?
Yeah. We haven't seen much of it, but I think that is going to be the best duo.
Best fan base in the NBA?
Boston Celtics.
Because?
They're just loud, they're rude, they're offensive, it's always packed, no matter who it is. You could be playing the Wizards on a Tuesday, it's sold out.
You like feed off.
I like that.
All right, Memphis Grizzlies, question mark?
Pits of the earth.
God, I didn't say it, he did. Tiger Woods is back.
Legend.
Okay.
Go.
Have you met him?
Oh, I have.
Where?
He's awesome.
What's the story of you meeting him?
In New York at a nightclub. And he is a good time.
In like prime years? Like a long time ago?
Prime.
Okay, know the nightclub.
Prime year. It was, remember Avenue?
Yeah, you saw me at Avenue.
Yeah, he's an Avenue. We have a mutual friend who knows him.
Did you go dap him up? Did you just walk up?
Yeah,
to
so I had obviously knew who he was, and my boy had kind of put us in a text, a group text before, but I had never met him.
You were in a group text with Tiger Woods?
Yeah, and then we had a night.
We had a night.
Did a little artichoke pizza afterwards. He didn't go there.
I love the artichoke pizza. Yeah. I know that place. Okay, Bradley Cooper, question mark. Here.
Hot.
Okay, well, that's not what I'm asking.
Oh, I thought you said I was...
He said that he was asked by Howard Stern, what would you do? Would you rather have an Oscar win for an actor or a director even, or for the Eagles to win a Super Bowl? And he right away was like, Eagles Super Bowl. What do you make of that?
I mean, it's ridiculous. He's never had an Oscar, right?
I don't think he's ever won an Oscar.
Which I mean, listen, maybe when he has one, he'll think different. He
Like, he
clearly
doesn't
is
get
a
Olympic
diehard. Yeah, it's a little weird to me. Maybe he knows the players, but if you don't know these strangers and you're just cheering for men, you'd rather their own success be more than your success. I think it's a little odd.
Yeah.
But when you're a diehard fan, you're a diehard fan. But winning an Oscar is pretty cool.
Take the Oscar, buddy. Okay,
Yeah.
take a look at basketball highlights. What is this? Oh, Gronk versus Travis. This is Gronk like 2 weeks ago. This is like
Oh, wow.
recent Gronk.
Oh, wow.
And then we had some. What do you? Oh wow.
I mean, he looks good. He's still in great shape. Why should he still be playing in the NFL?
That's what I said. He told me he could get 5 catches for 70 yards if he went out there. If he didn't have to block.
1,000%.
And here's
Who's this?
Kelsey in high school.
See, I don't like the high school clips because Gronk looks like he would just out physical him and just body him. But I feel like they both would be solid. They're both tall, they're both mobile, they're both athletic.
I'll ask you the same question. I asked Gronk, and Gronk was pretty kind. He's like, I can go out there. Like, if you had to go out there NBA style tonight, play for the Clippers, how would you do?
It'd be ugly.
Really?
Yeah, I got bad knees. Like I can't move. I play pickleball for an hour and I'm load management the next day.
Load management
It's sad.
with
It's
pickleball.
honestly, it's pathetic.
I want to ask you.
I think I can still shoot. Like if I do a
Yeah.
shooting contest with NBA players, I'll beat them. But
you play-
playing and like guarding them, no shot.
Who on the NBA, out of the stars of names that I would know, could you just annihilate in like a game of horse right now? Who could you call out right now and say, I'm mopping the floor with you?
Like a big guy. I could beat like a.
DeAndre Jordan?
Yeah, yeah.
You could
I
be,
didn't
yeah.
think you would know him.
we
I'm
need to-
impressed.
You think I knew that? They said it in my ear. They just go, DeAndre Jordan, K? And I
Yeah,
said,
like a big
DeAndre
guy.
Jordan?
Yeah, you don't lose shooting. It's like riding a bike.
Pick somebody that you actually think. Like, who could you beat right now in a game of horse?
I mean, I could.
Chams?
Oh, come on.
He's pretty good.
Don't offend.
Okay.
Like I could beat like Joel Embiid was just the MVP of the NBA, unless like it was just horses shooting and tricks. I'm sure I could get him.
I love it.
One-on-one, he won't even see me.
What is Mark Cuban up to?
He's up to something, isn't he? He is up to no good.
I understand you two are boys.
Yeah, he's awesome. And look, I talked to him 2 days ago. He
I'm gonna
said
get my real Barbara Walters.
he's
on here.
trying to. He wants to spend more time with his family. He's got 3 kids. One of them's already out of the house. Also, he's gonna net like $3 billion in this deal. What more do you want? And he can still have a small piece of the team. He's still gonna be, running the team for at least the foreseeable future. He's doing Shark Tank through 2025. He literally told me, he's like, I haven't had a summer with my kids in years. So now basically I look at it like he's got the responsibility of a minority owner. He can still go courtside. He can still do what he wants. He can still be who he wants with no stress and not pay the bill anymore.
Right. What do you think he's going, knowing him, what do you think he's going to miss the most?
He's still going to be sitting there.
Right.
I think he's going to miss having full control and having the say. And if the teams go through some down years now, it's his team, it's his city, he loves it. But the Adelson family, this is small pennies to them. They are looking to something much bigger. They're trying to legalize gambling and get a casino and make these resorts and do a whole hospitality thing in Dallas. So it's going to be a new arena for the Mavs. It's going to be an insane situation there because these people are loaded.
What is like the biggest lesson? I've never met him. What is the
He's
biggest,
awesome.
Not lesson, but what's sort of not even the advice, but just seeing how he works. Like, what's the most impressive takeaway from him?
Honestly, as a basketball, when you're playing, you don't really care about like investments or things like that. But when you're on the Mavs, you do, because Shark Tank's become such a thing, right? And you have this brilliant investor in Shark that every deal that I would get just through people knowing who I am and wanting to do business with me, I would send to Mark. And still to this day, I send it to Mark. And within 30 minutes, he will respond, like, interested, send more, ask this question, ask that question, or pass, tough market, no way. And I literally have never invested in anything that he said pass on. So it's like, it's interesting. Most owners don't have that relationship with their players.
I don't get the time management of that. I don't understand, because it's not just you, it's all of those guys are doing that. They're all like, let me give you my idea. Or like, you're like, let me pitch you on my 66-degree air conditioning, only that. Like,
And everybody's idea is the next big thing, right?
But that he finds the time for you is crazy.
Yeah,
Not against you, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
That's
what's
crazy.
that about? Jesus.
You know what I'm saying. Okay, so you're picking the Cowboys to win.
I'm taking them. Do we know the spread?
No.
8.5. So what I would do?
It's only FanDuel.
Let me hit you with this. It's 8.5.
Okay.
I would tease it down to 2.5 and take the Seahawks. Or, you know what I mean?
Marissa, 2 thumbs up? Yep. Marissa's on your side, Eric's on my side. I'm going Seattle, the opposite of what he said.
We're teasing the Seahawks tonight.
I'm not teasing anybody. We're out of here. Chandler, we appreciate you. Go to NOBU, go to Cabo, whatever you do with yourself, and we will check you out on Run It Back. Are you here tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
No.
10 a.m. Eastern. Can I get Chandler Parsons' deal, please? Oh, it's Monday through Thursday. You don't even have to work on Friday.
Yeah.
What a life
Well,
you
for
have.
now. We're moving to 5 days.
I didn't realize you were doing the betcast. That's amazing. Are you excited? That'll be great to have you watch stuff in game.